allow me to begin by extending my condolences to the families of those who lost their lives in the heinous racist attack in Hanoi, in Germany, last week. We lost 4 Turkish citizens in this act of racism and hostility towards Islam. It is time for all countries to step up their efforts by speaking with one voice and abandoning racist, discriminative and xenophobic discourse. As opposed to certain countries where xenophobia, Islamophobia, even hostility and ill treatment against refugees are on the rise, Turkey continues to uphold the human rights and dignity of the millions of refugees it is hosting, with around 4 million externally displaced persons, including approximately 3.6 million Syrians. Turkey is home to the largest refugee population in the world. The ongoing conflict in Syria continues to be a serious threat to the entire region's peace and stability. Since May 2019, over 1,800 civilians were killed in the regime's brutal attack. According to the UN, more than 1 million people are displaced and forced to flee towards the Turkish border. At least 300 civilian facilities, including schools, hospitals, were bombed. Stopping the regime's aggression and ensuring full compliance with the existing agreements on Idlib remain crucial. This is where we would like to see stronger support by the international community. In the past year, the illegal practices of Israel in Palestine have reached new heights in defiance of international law. Excessive force against civilians, arbitrary arrest, attempts to erode the status of Jerusalem, inhumane blockade in Gaza, and expansion of illegal settlements became daily practice. We commend the report recently released by the Human Rights Council on the business activities related to illegal settlements in the occupied Palestinian territory. The so-called US peace plan is stillborn. It's a plan aiming to destroy the two-state solution and annex the Palestinian territories. Exactly 28 years ago today, 613 innocent Azerbaijani citizens were brutally massacred by Armenian forces in Hocalı, in Azerbaijan's Nagorno-Karabakh region. As a result of the ongoing Armenian occupation of 20% of Azerbaijan, more than 1 million Azerbaijanis became internally displaced. The peaceful resolution to the conflict within the framework of Azerbaijan's sovereignty and territorial integrity should be supported. Turkey fully supports Ukraine's territorial integrity, including Crimea. We also continue to support Crimean Tatars' aspirations to live freely and safely in their ancestral homeland. The humanitarian situation in Libya continues to worsen due to Haftar's offensive against the legitimate and internationally recognized government. Turkey's support for an inclusive and sustainable political settlement through dialogue will continue. And a candidate country destined to join the European Union, Turkey has always placed human rights on top of its political agenda. We continue with our reforms, even in the face of grave security threats by multiple terrorist organizations, including Daesh, PKK, PYD, YPG, and the Fethullah terrorist organization, which attempted a coup against Turkish democracy on 15 July 2016. Our fight against terrorism protects the most fundamental rights of our citizens, as well as millions in our region. As we stated in detail during our UPR session last month, we made progress in our reform agenda since the termination of the state of emergency 2 years ago. These include the Reform Action Group meetings, judicial reform strategy, work on human rights action plan, and the first legislative amendment package, which demonstrate clearly, once again, our full commitment to democracy, human rights and the rule of law. In conclusion, Turkey will continue to engage with this Council for the protection and promotion of human rights for all and everywhere.